my
I
end.
feel like I was alive before.
Yeah,
Not too
I've
much.
been not so much with this quarantine though, but
I know. Hi, everyone.
yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel this week instead of yours, John. Um,
Oh, no, it's on mine too. You didn't know that? I'm only kidding.
oh, okay. Well, I mean,
I'm,
however
I'm
you
only.
tapped into this, but well, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us again. Uh, I am Matt Darth Vader 92 on YouTube, and I am joined once again by my good friend John BigFatPanda.com. How are you again, sir?
I'm doing good. I think I'm seeing us a little light at the end of our tunnel. Maybe. I feel like I am.
I'm not seeing a light because I just went to Publix today and I did not see half of the people wearing face masks over there. So,
I think we're getting the public, not Publix. Public has gotten to a point where they just gave up. I think they're
yeah.
some of us are just like, whatever happens, happens. Which I still think is dangerous, but
Right, it's extremely dangerous, because yeah, it's only 2% mortality rate or whatever it is, but you don't want to risk yourself because
you know
God
what's
forbid you are that 2%.
that's
So,
the whole thing, right? It's very easy to say, it's okay, but once it hits home,
right.
I know I have friends that were very healthy that died from this, and I have a lot of friends that got it and were not so bad.
Yeah.
So unless you're that person, yeah, I get it. If I'm in the hospital on a freaking ventilator, then I'm going to be telling you,
Oh,
bro,
absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
sorry. Yeah,
God hope that doesn't happen to us. God hoping that doesn't happen to any one of our friends or family.
yeah,
All in
it's
all,
scary.
so John, today is a very special day too.
I
Today
didn't
is
know.
the 31st anniversary of Hollywood Studios.
Did you know that when you woke up this morning?
A little bit because I got the Facebook memory yesterday of being in the park, getting
Okay,
ready for the 30th, and they had the logo that came out for the 30th anniversary. So
okay.
I was reminded of myself then. But Hollywood Studios is a special thing for me because that is my home park as a cast member. I love it dearly so much, and I'll always remember May 1st. I think in my head, usually, hopefully.
Until I saw Facebook, I did feel over my head. But then I watched the video with Josh Diamaro, and I found myself really gut punched.
Oh,
I
absolutely. For those of you that don't know, Josh Diamaro is the current president of Walt Disney World Resort. I've met him a couple of times on occasion. Actually, before he even became president, I got to meet him when he was head of Adventures by Disney. Then he moved on to vice president of Animal Kingdom, then Resorts and Transportation here, then out to Disneyland as president, and now he's back here. Amazing man and the true definition of a leader in my book. And today, he took to his Instagram as he usually does, and well, instead of us telling you about it,
Yeah,
why don't
watch
we
this.
show you?
I'm gonna just tell you, buckle in for the feels if you're a Disney person. I think, unless it just hit me different.
Right.
Hey
I
everyone,
boosted
we are here at the
boosted the
beautiful
audio.
Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's a gorgeous day out here. I got to say, I really miss you all. I hope everybody's staying safe. I've been getting a lot of questions lately on what it sounds like in the parks, and specifically, is the music on? Well, the answers, as you can hear, no, the music is not on. It sounds beautiful in here. You hear birds chirping, and you can hear a cast member talking every once in a while, but it does feel very different in here. So today, though, is a very special day. It's Disney's Hollywood Studios' birthday. And so we figured maybe just for a short moment, we could turn the music on and then turn it right back off, just so that you could hear what it sounds like to have that old music back on. Now, to do that, I've got a special guest with me here, right here on my phone. It's David from Engineering Services. David, maybe you could say hello.
Hey, everybody.
So David has graciously agreed to flip on the music. So again, you can hear what that feels like on Disney's Hollywood Studios' birthday. David, you about ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
There you go. Music's on. You guys enjoy that for a few minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to the time that I can enjoy this music with all of you. Until then, please stay safe. Miss you all, and hope to see you soon.
Uh,
Do you know
It's
what got me the most? First of all, when he said, "I got a friend that's going to help me," I thought there was going to be a character and Mickey Mouse saying "Happy Birthday," and that would have been okay. I'd been fine with that. But because I think it was like a simple human moment, like I'm not trying to make this fuddy-duddy entertainment. I'm just having the guy in the technician booth click the music on. But when I saw Gertie and I saw the blue sky, I just started to cry. And I wept thinking like, will I ever get back? Look at the place, it's empty. And I was saying things like, I don't even mind if it's crowded with a lot of people. It just, this morning I was just a basket case from that. I didn't get it again the second time, rewatching it. But wow, this morning.
and I mean, personally, I haven't heard that music since my last shift there, middle of March. It's,
I think it's also nice to see that it was all there. Still,
I
because
mean,
part of me is still like,
John, have you been looking at those photos on Facebook or whatever showing like the tree foliage or whatever like overtaking the entire property?
is that,
God help not.
was that a thing?
Oh, huh?
Was that a thing?
No. Someone just like made that like to show what it would look like if Disney got abandoned. And I'm like, that's not the photo I want to be seeing right now.
I don't see comments at all. Do you?
I'm seeing the comments on my end, so
Okay. No, I'm just making sure. I only get private chat here. I thought I'd see the comments, but I
so
have
then
not.
maybe you might want to like go into the
I can go into
the link on
stream.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Or yeah, just on the
What
phone.
are What are the people saying about that? Did
Uh,
anybody get the feels from
Well, David
that?
I can't pronounce David's last name.
Picciano.
Picciano. And
You
and
got
I've
it.
got a little bit of Italian in me too, and I can't pronounce that. Good lord. And he's saying Josh is awesome, so
He really is.
yeah. Oh, he's exactly what we needed. And I'm not trying to say that George Kalogridis wasn't amazing. He was. He was incredible. He graduated from my college. Of course, I would think he's incredible.
But I didn't feel the connection with him that I do with Josh.
What I was surprised with when George came over was that, oh, this is going to be great. He's always out there in the parks when he was at Disneyland. So he'll be here very prevalent in Florida.
Yep.
Didn't really see George that much. But I feel like Josh, he never stays in his office, which is wonderful. That's exactly what we want out of the president of Walt Disney World.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
100%. I can't really monitor comments like I thought I would on my phone, but I'm going to try.
Well,
I'll let you
give it a try.
put
If not, I got it on my end.
Yeah, I'll let you click up the important ones if you can.
Right. Kind of piggybacking off of that, we kind of mentioned it a little bit about we're seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully we don't get set back or anything like that. But for those of you that haven't been following along with it, the Orange County task force that is in charge of putting out the recommendations and everything on reopening the economy and all, came out with their guidelines specifically for the parks. Now, I want to mention this to our audience is that these are guidelines. It's like Barbossa and Pirates of the Caribbean. They're more of guidelines than actual rules. But there are guidelines. There are also mandates. So I would think that all the theme parks should at least follow the mandates. But the guidelines, maybe depending on the park, doesn't really make sense for you. Or to the hotel as well, or the restaurants. So we can go into the large and small theme parks. They don't carry separately. This is for the large, this is for the smaller theme parks. Guidelines are tape marking of 6 feet apart in ride and attraction queues. Okay.
Now, do you think that's per person or per family? What if there's a family of 4?
I would hope it's per family, but I mean, then again, if you're a party of 16, You know, how did you see those markings and everything that they got in Shanghai?
I saw it in Publix. I didn't see it in Shanghai.
Well, but I mean, Shanghai Disney, they were setting up the queues and everything, and they have like these stickers on the ground that show in English as well as Mandarin that stand here, but nobody should be in this block because that's
I,
designating the 6 feet.
I didn't see that.
So I could see us doing that, but again, you can't have a family of 16. Especially if I have 16 pandas all standing there.
It's not going to work.
That's not going to work. So, but then again, that could also mean maybe Disney or Universal should be doing something like that, but maybe something like Fun Spot, Gatorland, they don't really have to do that. Because are they really going to have that many people showing up? Are they going to have, that long of lines, essentially? The other guidelines, staff to regularly wipe down surfaces at random, and anyone 65 or older are encouraged to stay home at least under phase 1 and phase 2. Again, guidelines, but they sound like something that should be a thing. And I foresee Disney and Universal especially doing this all the time.
Yeah.
One of the
Halloween
mandates...
Horror Nights. What the heck? I'm just thinking of the conga line that goes through the houses. They have to change that.
Now, unless they do something like what Universal Hollywood does, where they kind of... From what I heard with Universal Hollywood, they send you in groups. Could that work? Could that not work?
I think the group thing is the whole no-no.
But if they're
be in a group.
doing it up to 10 people...
The way I see it, it's all theater, meaning,
Yeah.
Security theater. This is medical theater.
Right.
Any one of those people in the group of 10 could have it, and they talk, you have it. So I don't think we can escape it all the time.
Alexa, I think, has the best message for you there, Panda.
Aw, thank you. Oh, I know her.
Kimberly's wife.
Yeah, that's a thank you. Nerd Electra, I like that.
So one of the mandates that I kind of... I like, but it should be a little bit step further. All employees required to wear face masks. Absolutely, we need to wear face masks. But in no way, shape, or form does it say for guests.
I know, and I think they should, but people are saying, how could I when it's summer out? I haven't worn a mask.
I'm going to do the same thing as an employee.
Yeah.
We got our face masks in the mail today, and I put that on, and I was like, holy heck, this is going to be hot in the summer.
But what are we going to do? But after it gets all sweated up, you're going to need a reusable one, like one that you could change off and put back, I think.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You're going to need to just like kind of swap out because all that sweat and everything.
Yeah,
I also won't have this by the time, but
I really don't know how it's gonna go. But I'm interested to find out. Listen, I think something is better than nothing. If I can go for an hour or two instead of a whole day, I'll be okay with that for now.
Right, absolutely. Touchless hand sanitizers at every touch point and every ride and attraction entry and exit.
Right. You know who's getting rich?
Why didn't we have this before?
Purell is getting rich off of that one.
Oh yeah, buy some Purell stock, guys. It's going to be really worth it, I think. And then another one: temperature checks for staff prior to shift. Anyone that has 100.4 or higher must not enter premises. Good.
That's
but what about for the guests?
Yeah, it don't matter for the guests. But here's another thing: there's people that have no fevers that have it, and they're asymptomatic.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what does it all matter?
That's the question. How many people really are asymptomatic out there? And
again, I realize we're doing something, but to me, it's just I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm giving up on it. I saw an animation from China where they're in a restaurant and the person's sitting here, and they showed how this person talking can just give it to that person.
Yes, yeah, I saw that one too.
If that's the case,
but that's the same thing with. It can happen with any other disease out there, but I guess this is kind of different. But
I just think of Everest. coming down the hill, if the person coughs up front, everybody got it in the park. So
Well,
it doesn't-
that was another one. Did you see the picture of one of the parks in China reopened, but it's let's say it's 222 in the coaster train, but they're skipping every other seat. So, like, let's say here's row 1,
Yep.
and then row 2 is over here.
I get that. Like if the
And
Haunted
then-
Mansion would be every other Doom buggy, I guess.
See, I don't know with Haunted Mansion because you're already separated a good distance, not necessarily 6 feet, but you already have your own private Doom buggy there. But if we go back to one of those where it says the staff has to regularly wipe down surfaces at random, you're telling me that a cast member has to somehow wipe down every single Doom buggy every hour or so?
No, see, at random is the thing. At random means maybe once an hour, once every 2 hours.
Right.
It could mean once a day. It's random.
Oh, I mean, my operations head and my job, I'm thinking in my mind, like, okay, maybe every hour, 2 hours, whatever, they'll just
Shut
say,
it down,
you're going to go clean some vehicles, you're going to go wipe down
You know, they
the
could ask
handrails.
they could ask the guests to do it. You know how they give the guest the thing? No, remember the thing around your neck? Can you hand this to the person so we know the wait time?
The flick cards, yeah.
Why not just give me some wipes to go wipe your bum
There you
down,
go.
please? Do it thoroughly. Okay.
Yeah, as soon as you get into
self-checkout.
the attraction entrance, instead of giving you the card, here's some sanitizing wipes.
A
Just
spray
when
bottle
you're
and a
going
rag.
through, can you just go like wipe down the handrails? That would be great, thank you. There you go. Who's to say you really need that? And then the other big thing was phase 1 would be 50% capacity, phase 2 would be 75%.
Yeah, but what people don't realize though is 50% capacity in the Magic Kingdom is still quite a lot of people.
So here's the real question. Is when they say capacity, are they thinking capacity on an average like October day? Or are they thinking the capacity of December 31st, 2019 or
I think they take the maximum capacity of the Magic Kingdom and split that in half.
which that's going to be a lot of
A
people
lot
still.
of people still. I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
That's
still
gonna be
going. I'm not scared enough not to go. I think I'll wear a
Oh
mask.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I'm
You know,
tired of being in the house.
well, same. We went for a drive over to Celebration with a couple of friends yesterday for lunch. Just stopped in, grabbed some pizza at a place in there, and just sat out over on a picnic bench and just
Nice.
ate it. And that it was just
Did it
nice.
feel a little normal?
It felt weird. It felt normal, but it felt weird because I'm not used to this. I'm used to this. So
Where's Groot, your cat?
I hope she left because I closed the
By the
door
way, did
behind
you
me.
see there was a posting, I think Stan Solo posted it, of the rocks in Pandora, and from a certain angle they look like Groot holding a rock?
No, I didn't see that. No.
It's on his Facebook. It really does. And some cast members are saying it was meant that way. I'm not buying that, but it really does look like Groot's body, head, and his two arms holding a rock. It's from, I bet you if you Google Pandora Groot, it might come up. I just wanted your opinion on it, if you think it was meant that way or it's just we're saying it.
It's probably someone with too much free time looking at it like, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Could
It's
be.
totally possible.
When you get a chance, look at it because you'll go, oh my, that really does look like Groot. Not your cat, Groot.
Linda is saying here, bringing a large can of Lysol, spraying everything.
I'm hanging out with Linda.
Yeah. Linda, can you just come through Rise all the time and just spray everything down? So then this way I can just get back to, making magical moments in a galaxy far, far away. And then David is also saying, wouldn't it be 35,000 for Magic Kingdom?
That sounds about right. I think 70,000 is about the cap that I heard. I don't know if it's true.
I don't know the true number, but I know it can get higher than 70,000 in that case for
Okay.
like New Year's Eve.
Okay.
I think it's at least 80.
Okay.
So
Maybe
you're
it's
talking
more like
half of that
40,
would be 40.
which is
so.
still a lot.
But the other thing that we should mention is that the Orange County Task Force, and I think it was the Florida Task Force as well, They did come out saying the theme parks, they're recommending, this is not an official announcement or anything like that, they're recommending that the parks do not open until phase 2. And if you have not been following our news, phase 1 for Florida begins on Monday, May 4th.
Okay.
And phase 1 is just essentially kind of still this, but it's just getting a little bit better.
This is
Seeing that light at the end of the tunnel.
This is why we want to hope that it's June.
Right. Well,
So-
and the other thing I saw just a little while ago, that Mayor Demings of Orange County is trying to encourage the Governor DeSantis to actually say hair salons should be part of phase 1. And I'm like, yes, please. I
Hey.
have too much hair.
You can buzz it right at home. You can just buzz it.
Well, see, I have a bad scar right here from
Oh.
birth, so I have to cut it the right way, and I have a
It
cowlick
hurt?
back
it'll
here.
hurt if you, okay.
No,
Yeah, the cowlick
it's not
too.
so much that it hurts. I mean,
But
So-
if you did like a 3 on the sides and a 5 up top, I think it's.
I'd have to call up the woman that cuts my hair and be like, "Hey, what is it that I actually use?" Because I can never remember. I think it's like a 3 on the sides, and then I do like a 5 or 6.
Okay, isn't that? I think that's
Up
what
here.
I just guessed, but that would be
Yeah,
good.
it's something like that. Yeah.
I have a
But-
topiary, a hedge.
Yeah. Well, and you said Mark was cutting your hair.
He did.
He did. He did a good job.
I think it's
He
pretty
did a good job. I
I'm-
think I may have him do it next if I can't get my hair cut done
This is,
until
this is
June.
possible.
And our good friend Adam is
Hey, Adam.
asking about the hotels being in phase 2. They have guidelines for hotels under phase 1, but again, it's that 50% capacity, and then 75% to phase 2. So, I mean, I don't think that hotels are really going to be part of phase 1 truly, because they're still trying to say that hotels are going to be for those like medical professionals, like if someone like from New York, like a doctor is coming down from New York to
Right.
do surgery or something like that,
Well,
and celebration.
Especially Disney hotels. Why would they open them before the parks?
I
maybe a
could see the
day.
hotels here for Disney opening before the parks for one reason: restaurants. If you told myself and
I
a
agree.
lot of other cast members and a lot of locals that you can go to Ohana,
Oh yeah,
sign
yeah,
me
yeah.
up.
But I'm
Sign me
talking
up.
about to accept guests in the resort. I don't want to pay $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 a night and not have a park to go to.
Right. Right. But I mean, it's, would I pay $600-$700 a night for Grand Floridian? But I'm getting all those wonderful amenities, and in our cases, as locals, it's an easy getaway for us.
Yeah, I still want a park to go to, or at least have
Oh,
the ability
absolutely, absolutely.
to go to the park. Same thing with
and-
gondola, by the way. The gondola, I bet you, is going to be just your party now.
Well, that I hope for, because whenever I do the gondolas, that's usually the case of what happens.
It's almost a good thing. It's almost a good thing.
Right. But I foresee, like, right as you get onto the gondolas, that person that's right there that says, okay, you can go to that gondola right there, hand sanitizer first.
Oh yeah, probably maybe 20 feet before you get past the line, just so you can go. Bzz, bzz. But the
Right.
thing is, here's the thing. A lot of times when businesses have those touchless where you hold your hand out and it comes down, they're empty. So this has to be something that
Oh, absolutely.
somebody is on there, changing it out every
Absolutely.
couple of minutes. Or there's 2 machines, one on each side, and you're changing it out as it goes.
Well, that's why I believe that, again, I don't have any insight on this, but I think when the parks reopen, especially if with all these furloughed cast members don't end up coming back, they may be doing a big hiring frenzy for Disney and for Universal or any of these parks.
They
Because they're
definitely
going to
should be cutting- They're going to need bodies, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to need more bodies to do stuff like that. Do all these sanitizing of the ride vehicles. Have those sanitation stations available.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry we started off on a down note. We
yeah.
need to do a ride through soon.
Oh yeah, what I think we got that for later. I've got it
Okay,
set up. I've got
okay.
it ready. Nobody
wanna
knows
ride-
what
I
ride we're
wanna-
doing though. So do you think we should tell them so in this way they stick around?
You know what? Why don't we see if they guess first?
Yeah, I
If
mean,
Matt's going to take you on a POV ride through, what do you think Matt's going to do?
what do you think I'm going to take you on for my ride through this week? I mean, we kind of did Runaway Railway last week, and that was kind of both of us. But this is my ride through that I kind of chose. What do you think?
I'm looking at the chat to see who comes up
Yeah.
with it first. I bet
Last
you're
one
gonna
that I
get it
have is David here talking about water parks having all the chlorine being circulated.
No, I think David remembers what I spoke about in another show that I did with Michelle Atwood. Were you there? Did I told you the story? I hate to even mention it again. We're at Typhoon Lagoon, sitting down, and we're at the back where you sit by the bench and the waves come up and hit you. And floating there was right in the water. Do you remember this?
No, and I don't think I really want to know.
Bloody feminine napkin. For real.
Oh!
We have photos
Oh,
of it.
God.
Everything.
Oh.
All
well.
our feet went up like this.
I mean, I love the water parks. Do not get me wrong. I love Typhoon. I love Volcano
David
Bay.
got it. David got it quickly.
You think David really got it? Yeah, David got
I don't
it.
know. David got it.
David was the first one to get it, so yeah.
I do miss that ride. You know, I think the only reason why I miss Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway more is because it is easier to get on. You know, it's less hassle. There's less investment. Rise, you really feel like you
Do
went
not
through,
come looking for me. I am not going to help you get onto the attraction. I can't even get onto the attraction if I
I
wanted
know
to.
that. That's the bad part of it.
I'm also
Would you-
telling like the audience too. Like,
It would be nice if Matt just said, "All right, come on, I'll meet you at the front and I'll get you on." It's
Right.
not like that.
no, absolutely not like that one bit.
Matt really lands to come and get friends,
Right.
if ever.
So, John, I thought we would also have a good conversation about Disney Plus. We never
Okay.
really kind of talked about it. And especially today, there was a lot of cool new stuff that came on there.
Yeah, what is this prop culture thing? That it's a documentary.
So, it's like a behind the scenes kind of thing that you would
Okay.
find on like a DVD series or something like that.
How long
And
is it?
they're about 30, 35 minutes each.
Oh, it's a whole series.
Right. 8 episodes, I believe. 7, 8 episodes.
How many did you watch?
I've watched one. I watched 4 so far. Okay?
Okay.
First one is Mary Poppins. It's this guy that he's going out in search of all these different artifacts and everything from the actual movie. And he brings in some of the people in of the crew and the cast to see their stuff again. So, just one little tiny spoiler, if you don't want to hear it, plug your ears for a second. He finds Karen Doctress, who was the woman that played Jane Banks, and he showed her for apparently, I think, her first time in a long time of seeing it since she was a kid, Jane's jacket from the Jolly Holiday sequence.
That's pretty cool.
And I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So it just gets better and better. They have Nightmare Before Christmas. They have Tron. They have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is a really good one. Please, audience, go watch that if you haven't seen it already. I cried to Honey, I Shrunk the Audience for something, but I don't want to spoil it. And my 2 favorite ones out of the whole series, Who Framed Roger Rabbit,
Okay.
where they actually got Kathleen Turner on. Yeah. I haven't seen Kathleen Turner since, like, Friends. Remember when she was Chandler Bing's mom?
Yes.
Or dad.
I love her.
And the final episode is The Muppet Show. The Muppet movie.
They have stuff from the Muppet movie.
Oh, yeah. And he gets to meet someone from the Muppet movie.
Speaking of which, you posted something that got taken down. Some song with Imagineers and the Muppets.
Oh, yeah. That was... So...
Not that it got taken down from you,
Right.
but
It's not like, people were taking it down. I think they just weren't ready to kind of post it yet.
they did.
But it was all these Imagineers coming together, which actually I knew a couple of these Imagineers from, my early days at Rise. And Kevin Rafferty, who we know was the creative director for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
With Sharita Carter.
He made a beautiful song, and all the Imagineers came in together to sing it, and they had Kermit and Miss Piggy singing it.
And we can't see it. It didn't come out yet.
I only watched it once, and I'm like, I want to watch it again.
It was a good song?
Yeah. Oh, it was wonderful. It was like the next One Little Spark. That's the because I can't even remember what the title of it was. If any of you in the audience that saw it, shout it out.
Was it Brave Little Spark?
I remember the word brave being in it.
I think it was Brave Little Spark.
Yeah.
From what I
But
remember.
it was a beautiful piece, and I'm like, why did you take it down?
Now I really want to see it.
But once that comes back up, I will post it everywhere, just so then this way everyone has the chance to see it. Like I mean, sell it on iTunes, guys. Come on, I'll buy it.
I'm gonna see if it's still around, that video. I don't think it is anymore.
Yeah,
see if that was the name.
I don't think it is.
I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves and come into the chat and talk with us if anything.
No.
I think it was Laughing Place that
video
put it up.
Yeah. I got it. Somebody who has it up, but it's.
But then the video went to private.
It's gone. Error page. Yeah. Page gone for all these people that posted it, and it was Brave Little Spark was it.
Brave Little Spark. Okay.
Yeah.
But it had that One Little Spark feel to it. It was beautiful.
All right.
So
maybe it's a sign of
WDI. What are you doing? Let's get this song back.
Somebody has it somewhere.
Well, I mean, it's still there, but it's just it got set to private. So, but John, what are you loving with Disney Plus?
I haven't watched it in a while because I haven't seen anything new. But I love Encore. I love it. I've watched.
Oh, Megan was loving that show. I mean, I watched a couple of episodes, especially Beauty and the Beast when they brought in Susan Egan.
Yes, that was.
But I'm loving Clone Wars right now because that's finishing off the series, and good lord, that the episode that came out today, because that's the second to last episode.
These are the cartoons, right?
Yeah, these are the cartoons, but it's all leading up to Revenge of the Sith. And now we're in Revenge of the Sith, and I love it.
I can't believe Artemis Fowl is coming straight to Disney Plus.
It's one of those movies that, you think about it, would that have made a lot of money in theaters?
I'm assuming they thought not, and that's why they're doing it.
Well, and especially since they're probably not thinking that the theaters will be open by the end of the month, too.
What's the Oprah Winfrey movie where she was giant and with the kids, and it didn't do well?
Wrinkle in Time.
I think it looks like that to me, where it's so abstract, people are just like, what? Because I watched that movie, Wrinkle in Time, and apart from like one or two good scenes, it was atrocious.
Really?
It was. I had a hard time sitting through it.
I never had the desire to go out and see it. And that's what I find with these movies. I mean, John Carter was one, too. Mars Needs Moms, The Lone Ranger.
John Carter I enjoyed, though.
Really?
I saw the first one that I think I've actually heard.
Huh?
It was in Hollywood Studios. There was a preview for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the theater that was over by Mama Melrose. Remember that theater over there?
Oh, the Premiere Theater.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace, theater.
Remember
the first Frozen sing-along was in there, too.
Right. I remember we went opening day for that.
Good
lord,
crazy.
that was... Ugh, that Frozen craze. Good lord.
That was crazy.
But no, Disney Plus, God, I'm loving everything that they're putting out.
When is Mandalorian 2 coming out?
I want to say fall?
All right, it's not too far away.
Right. Because I think they said they filmed everything.
Already?
Yeah. Because they started...
I just did Gonzo. Forever?
Forever? Bean? No, I think... Because I thought I read something that they started filming for that well before season 1 came out in November. And because I guess they knew how popular this was going to be.
I heard they were worried about the Yoda puppet not being popular, and it turned out to be.
Right. I think I
a
remember seeing Bob Iger say something about that. He's like,
Werner Hartzorg. You know that guy?
yeah, he was. I like to see the child.
And he told them, "You're all cowards. They're gonna love the puppet. Don't use the CGI, you cowards." And sure enough, they listened to him, and he was right. They fell in love with the non-CGI.
So I don't know if you saw Monday for Star Wars Day. They're coming out with a behind-the-scenes series, each episode of The Mandalorian.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
You need to stay on top of this stuff.
Yeah, I know. Disney Plus kind of faded with me.
And I saw some of the behind-the-scenes footage of the behind-the-scenes of the series. So, and they're showing how they did the background and like the set and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, they must have gone to these places like like Abu Dhabi or whatever.
The screen thing.
It's a screen
Above
I'm
and
like,
the sides of them. And did you
oh
see
my
how they can
God.
just move rocks through a computer on the screen?
right.
It's crazy.
Like,
I
I'm a
know.
big proponent of practical effects, practical sets. I don't like CGI that much, but when you can pull it off like that,
Yep.
Do
That's
it!
a new technology that just was great. I was shocked. I saw a guy on a motorcycle and they were doing testing with it. That's how I saw the behind. I don't know if it's the same behind the scenes that I saw, but that is amazing technology.
wow. And I can't wait to see that series now.
David Picciano says they started on season 3 already for The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
If that's
I
true.
think
That's really good.
I think they're like in pre-production on it. I don't think they've obviously started filming yet.
Even to start
Given the
anything,
climate.
even to start anything is amazing. That means
Right.
there is a script and they're ready to go.
And they know how successful season 2 is apparently going to be. So, and then my dad's chiming in here saying that he loved John Carter.
That's your dad, UVVIS guy.
Yeah,
What's UVIS?
UV, because he used to sell laboratory instruments through Thermo Fisher Scientific.
Oh.
Yeah. That's all I would be able to tell you.
All right, take me on a ride, please.
You want to go on a ride. Does everyone else want to go on a ride? You want to hear us kind of shut up for a little while?
Say yes. Well, not to that, but to the ride.
Right. All right, let me get it
Is this
queued
a
up
start
here.
to finish?
This is absolutely from start to finish.
Okay,
I
we
would
can-
have
if
it
you-
no other way.
Okay, we can comment slightly, I think. I'm not hearing anything yet. Matt, you may hear it, but I don't hear anything. There's no sound.
I know what I did.
That little box.
You told me about this before.
They shouldn't have that. They should assume everybody.
It
wants
should
sound.
just be an automatic thing, right?
And if you want to get
Okay.
rid of it, it should be a box.
Technical difficulties, folks. Hold on. That box is going to be the killer of me, I think. It really is.
I agree.
Now we can hear it? Yeah, there we go. Now, I will tell you this, being in Disneyland's version of this now, this queue is really different. It's very odd.
Oh, this is Disneyland's version?
No, this is Florida.
Oh,
If anyone out there wants to check out the Disneyland one, head on over to my YouTube and I've got it on there. It's a little different.
so you have both.
Yes. But just like once you get inside the first pre-show there, everything's the same. Just the queue is kind of pretty
need to
different.
pull cables on passage 2 Delta. Report to Logistics Command.
And actually, we are the only rise that has that thin medical suit. We're the only one. They don't have it in California.
A lot of visual trickery in this room.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the first time I got to actually see this room, I mean, I didn't get to see BB-8 or anything like that. I didn't get to see the full show, but just, you know, it was a nice, quaint little room. But then when you realize when that hologram comes on, it's really something else.
Incoming transmission from Ray. BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Should you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pakara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location of the Pakara base secret. Lieutenant Beck, one of our top commanders, will lead you.
Affirmative. Transport is ready. 9 nominate your personally seated delivered.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Commander Poldan and a squadron of X-Wings shall escort us to the rendezvous point on Pakara.
Roger. This is Black Leader. I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. Oh, no time to waste. Let's get you on your way to the General.
After this ride opens, nobody said the land was a failure anymore.
Oh, absolutely. The only thing that kind of bothered me was the whole Pakara planet. You know, we kind of kept thinking to ourselves like, oh, this is the planet that they're on in Rise of Skywalker for the Resistance base. No, it's not. So I'm just like, wait, why do we have it as Pakara again?
All right, recruits, right on in. No time to wait. Let's get to that.
This is a great video, man.
Yeah. It helps when you did this a couple of times before you actually filmed it.
That's better. Check the binary motor.
By the way, for anyone that doesn't know, Lieutenant Beck here, the voice actor for it, some of you may know him, James Arnold Taylor, who was the voice of Obi-Wan in Clone Wars, and I mean, he's like the man of a million voices too.
His name is James Earl?
James Arnold Taylor.
Oh.
Remember he was from Star Wars Weekends?
Good. Airspeed sensor? Thank you, Nine-Num. Black Leader, are you and your team ready?
Affirmative. The engines are hot.
Nine-Num is when your hands go numb, but one finger is still working.
Engage repulsors.
Is that supposed to be funny?
All ships, launch.
Oh, there's so many things I wish I could tell you people about all of this, but
As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Vakara.
Red 2, Blue 5, keep tight now. Let's get ready to make that jump to light speed on my mark.
Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got?
There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields.
the other thing that I love with the ITS here is that you can have a great view up front here with Beck and everything, and you can have an even greater view in the back with that screen back there. No matter where you stand, you're going to have a different experience every time on that shuttle.
Eventually, you need a multi-angle, and I do too.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Copy that. Get us clear so
Because I know I did another recording of this and I filmed it from the back.
See?
Where are all those TIE fighters?
Because I do like it from the back, because you can see yourself going into the Star Destroyer here.
We can't. We're caught in a tractor beam. It's pulling us in.
It's a fight to make this a fair fight. Don't worry, I'm coming back for you. Stay strong.
Cargo vessel TR-141, identify yourselves and prepare to be boarded.
This is TR-141. We are a civilian vessel. By whose authority are we being detained?
By the authority of the First Order, resistance scum. Now bring down your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Little twig, get out there!
They'll want the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. The future of the Resistance is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
The same doors that you came in, by the way.
Spies! This ship is no longer under your control.
You know, whenever I'm a First Order
Gather
officer
your things
and I get to do
prepare
this
for interrogation.
position, I love
It's the
seeing
best.
those people that are looking at the other door, thinking that one's going to open. It's,
Mark Daniels was with me. He freaked out. He's like, "What? That door?"
one of the first times I ever had this position. I don't think I was the actual position, but I was just there. Doors opened up. Neil Patrick Harris was there, and his jaw down to the floor. I'm like, and that's why I do this. I love this job.
I think you can tell when people are interested. There's nobody chatting.
Yeah. People are really interested in the video. They don't care about the chat right now.
Look at the ceiling.
The first time I got to walk into this hallway here, I lost it. I really lost it.
I have to mention the shadows here.
The first time I saw the shadows,
Leave us. Yes, General.
it's incredible. It's all the
Enemies
detail.
of the First Order. We will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
The first time I ever got to see this trick, oh my god. I was so glad that everyone kept that a secret.
This way, quickly.
Because just seeing everyone's reactions opening day, seeing that, it was priceless.
And the way the door looks from the other side.
Right, yeah. Because it's showing you where the laser kind of went through.
Get to the escape pods now. Lieutenant Beck, we need to find him a way. Okay, take this corridor to the turbo lift, then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. Probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners. Operation Detention Block 3.
These effects get me every time.
An alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
Detachment ability. Take cover, recruits.
And if anyone is listening, you just heard a Wilhelm scream right there.
The escape pods just below us. Wait, why are you going up? I said down. Up is bad. Up is real bad.
resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
That's my favorite scene in the entire ride. By the way, if you can hear any squealing in the audio, that's Megan. Because this was her first time riding it when I was filming it.
Attention, all resistance personnel. Abandon ship. I repeat, abandon ship. Destroy the battle.
There's no escape.
This is so great.
You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
When TJ was my trainer for day one on the job, we actually were in the hallway on the opposite side over there listening to that for the first time. I was losing my mind.
You guys really like cutting it close, don't you? Okay, you're clear. Your escape routes came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck. All right, nice job, recruits.
I can't wait to
Not
ride
what you
this
signed on
again.
for, but hey, you're resistance
I've ridden
now.
this so many
I think I
times.
have that
It's my
authority.
baby.
Right,
I
Beck?
love it.
Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. Line up. Scan for his parking place.
Lieutenant Beck here.
Beck! You're alive!
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, R5, you too.
I have a question
love
for
it.
you, and you can answer this by blinking or nodding. The drop sequence thing. Have you ever seen what it looks like out of the pod, like in the building where that happens, like a backstage area?
Before we opened, yes.
Okay,
I've
that's
seen how it works, and you all can see how it works.
In
The
that
final episode of the
Imagineering.
Imagineering story on Disney Plus, it literally shows you how that thing works, and it's in front of this big
you physically
giant
saw it.
IMAX screen. Ugh.
Did you see it? It like at work? Like, did you watch something fall from the area you saw it from? Okay, that's cool. Very cool. I can't wait to get back there.
Yeah, I mean, now's your chance. If anyone in the audience has questions for someone that's at Rise, note that there are certain things that I will not answer, but maybe I can answer something.
Adam's asking something. I don't know what he's asking though. I can't read.
Let's see. Now would be a good time to say that I actually got evacuated on the cannon scene before encountering. Sorry, Adam, but yeah, probably happens a lot. You know, what
Is
I
there
tell
any scene
people.
more than the others that things can go wrong on that throw off sensors? Like, is it one scene is always the thing? Is it the elevators or something?
I mean, that I technically can't say, but just
Okay.
know this. There are so many moving parts to this attraction.
Yeah.
And you can, I mean, anyone that has had the opportunity to ride this, or even virtually for that matter, take a look at it. There are so many intricate things to this thing to make it work.
The
So-
timing, is, after you get into the vehicle and you go, the timing has to be precise for video, sound, effects, and for
Absolutely.
the other car to do the same thing. It's crazy.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's, and I've seen it a couple of times where like the video isn't synced up or something like that, and it throws it off. It really does.
Does it catch itself and notify you something's up, or it can go for a while and be off? I mean,
Again, certain things that I can't say, but we have a way.
Okay,
We have a way that we would be able to see everything.
Okay.
It really is something else. And
Amazing.
I look at everything else that's coming to Disney or even Universal for that matter. I don't see anything that could possibly top this.
No.
All right, David, what is the best thing you've heard someone say as they were coming off the ride? I mean, I'll tell you one thing. When you're in the loading area and that door comes up going into the first room there at the loading area, the first day I literally heard someone go, "What the?" And I'm like, "Oh, family theme park still." But just after the ride, everyone's exclaiming joy and excitement. It really gives you that sense of, I love this job. It really is the greatest job in the world.
I really felt like I left Earth. I know I did.
Yeah.
But I really felt like I went somewhere.
I love hearing these kids that come off saying, "Did we really do that? What do you think?" Yeah, you really did.
Yeah.
I mean,
it makes you believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny again. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's the most believable experience you'll ever have, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. I can't wait to go back and do it again. And again and again. And again.
Hopefully soon enough. I hope Josh's video today was just like, don't you miss it? We can't wait to have you back, and we're working on it. I just feel like maybe that was in there a little bit, but I'm extrapolating from that.
We all have our speculations and everything. We won't know until they make the official announcement, but have hope, everyone. If we all stay inside, wash our hands, social distance, wear those face masks, we can overcome this and we can go back to our happy place one day. Very, very soon. Anyone else have any comments or anything? We figured do this for an hour, so I mean we're coming up on the.
Yeah, if I can do a shameless plug, Matt, I'm now bringing my Big Fat Panda show, which used to be monthly, and it was getting a little inconsistent because I didn't have material. I'm now doing it weekly, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. on this type of a live thing.
Awesome.
And I'll have you back on, of course, as well.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it weekly. So if you think of Taco Tuesdays, you shouldn't be thinking of Taco Tuesdays. You should think of Panda Tuesday, because I bought it. I bought Tuesdays at 8 p.m. I purchased
No,
it.
Tijuana Flats tacos, though.
I can bring them. I can have them.
All right. That's a... No, I think the other thing that we also need to kind of get out there, you, sir, helped me, not behind you, yes, you helped me get to where I am today with my YouTube channel.
Oh, stop.
In a million years,
In
a million years, I never thought I would have surpassed you in the subscribers.
But listen,
so now
you did produce great videos. You edited them well. I didn't do any of that. But thank you. If I was an inspiration, great.
Yeah,
you still inspire me.
Same for you. You're doing this too, and now I got to repay the favor. So go subscribe to BigFatPanda.com. Guys, let's get this man up to 100,000.
And DarthVader92.com also. I know.
Well, I'm hoping that you are because you're watching this on my channel, hopefully.
Oh, that's true. Sometimes, people watch, they don't even know where they're watching, I noticed. They click the link and they're like, where am I?
Or you have some of these videos that get posted to like news sites or something like that, and they're just watching it through the through the news site.
Yeah. And the next time we do this, the next time we do Panda Vader, we got to do a prize. We have to come up with a prize.
Absolutely.
I think I can come up with the child
I can
Funko.
Find something in here.
The child Funko for the next show.
Ooh, I might have to enter that too. No, I'm kidding.
You're not applicable.
You don't see what's on the other side of my computer here. There are so many Funkos right here.
Well, but people did. Are there really? People did mention
yeah.
the Shelly Mays and the Duffys and. I wanted the turtle. I didn't even know there was a turtle, but apparently Alani has a turtle. Do they sell clothes for the turtle?
Yes.
I need a turtle. See, I need a turtle now.
Megan would
Does he
know
fit
that
into-
more.
We have to ask her. She should be on this show a little bit. Maybe.
She really should. But she's watching RuPaul's Drag Race right now, so
Is it a
I
new
can't
one?
pry her away from that.
Is it a new one?
Yeah. Daisy Ridley's on tonight.
I watched Dragula. The most ridiculous, crazy, fun thing I ever watched. It was like horror drag. I didn't even know there was such a thing, but it is.
She got me into RuPaul's Drag Race. I think that was All-Star 3. Because I was loving... crud, I'm blanking on the name. I am blanking on the name. I cannot... Bendela Creme. Bendela Creme. And they do Snatch Game, which is like their version of Match Game, and all the drags are dressing up as different celebrities. And Bendela Creme did, God, why am I blanking on names tonight? Paul Lynde from Hollywood Squares.
Paul Lynde.
Circle gets the square, you know? And he
Do you know
was
what's the
doing it
funniest
flawlessly.
thing Do you know what was the funniest thing Paul Lynde ever said on Hollywood
What?
Squares? And like it was at a time where people didn't know if he was gay or not. It was like a big, like it was an unspoken thing. And they said when a man goes over a ship, they say man overboard. When a woman goes off of a ship, what do they say? And Paul Lynde goes, full steam ahead. It was so funny.
One of my favorite things that he ever said was, the question was, in what state was Abraham Lincoln born in? And he said, in what state? Yes. Well, like all of us, naked and screaming.
State of
Circle got the
confusion.
square indeed. Oh,
Too funny.
God, I love that man. Good question
All right,
from
so-
Adam.
What is your favorite? My light is in here. Favorite side. Oh.
For
God.
me with Rise.
Can I guess?
First Order.
Can I? Yeah. You like
Absolutely
being mean
First Order.
more, I think, because it's more fun. You like being mean, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's more fun. Yeah.
This is the only job where I can actually be mean. And literally, I've had guests come up to me and say, like, wow, you guys are really mean. And I'll look them dead in the face and go, bad guy. And then just walk away, and they're laughing hysterically. See, mine is not like, I'm not going to be like Kylo Ren to you or something like that. Mine is the firm side of the dark side with that sense of humor a little bit in there that you'll get.
Yeah, I agree. And Don, I can't really see the comments too much, but I get them from Amazon. That's where I order the Funkos. Tells where you get. Yeah, Amazon.
I saw
Search.
them on Shop Disney, too.
I
I think
so,
they just
yeah.
put them up for pre-order.
But I like the Prime and all that stuff, and you get them faster.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Shop Disney's been good for those spirit jars. $22 each. Get them all you can.
Mm-hmm.
They were $60. They laugh. They play music, and then when you press the top, there's a little, spirit that lights up in the jar. Last
And if
night,
you-
one talked without touching it. By the way.
And if you want that random Star Wars key that they're making for May the 4th, it's this weird thing. It's like this little key that has the D symbol on it for Disney, and it's themed to a Star Wars.
That's great.
Yeah, and I don't see the big deal with it. Like,
Me either. Not the keys.
and like, oh, this is
they're
going to be something you
masks.
want to
They
get.
made masks, but they sold out.
Yeah. Well, so I saw them when they went live. I picked up the Star Wars set for me and the wife. And last I saw, maybe a day after, whenever that was, I think they came out on Thursday.
That was pretty
So,
quick.
yeah, yesterday.
But you would think that they would have a supply from Japan, who just has been normally wearing them anyway. I sound like I'm getting a cold. I don't feel like I'm getting a cold.
You
My
better not
voice-
be getting COVID, John.
No, COVID, my God. If I did get, honestly, if I got it and got over it, I'd be happy because I'm so worried about it.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Well,
that
there are so many of us cast members that, I think we talked about this last time, that we got, there was some kind of weird virus that was going around at the end of January, early February for all cast
was.
members. And I remember I got a sinus infection out of it. It was the weirdest one. Took an antibiotic out of it. After the antibiotic, 2 days later, I got it back again. It was the weirdest thing. But everyone was having this cough and stuff like that. So I was like,
could it be?
what if it could have been?
One of my friends though was positive they had it. They got the test and it showed they never did, and he was really sick come January, February. But the thing with this one, I think my niece had it, was the taste and smell completely gone. Like, can't smell anything, can't taste anything. Do you know Jimmy Horn from the Disney Nerds
Yeah.
podcast? He had it, and that was the big thing he said was taste and smell, nothing, gone.
That's why I'm curious when these antibody testing will start up around here. You know, because I'd love to go in there and say, like, hey, take some of my blood. Let's see if, did I have it? You know? Because I think I told you when we were out in Hawaii for the honeymoon, we did a movie site tour at Kualoa Ranch. And 2 weeks after the tour, when we're back here, after having been to Disneyland and back to work, I think, already for a day, they called me and said, one of the tour guides on the tour that day tested positive for coronavirus.
Wow.
And I was like, well, first off, thanks for telling me 2 weeks later, because
Really?
now it's been 2 weeks, and I also went to Disneyland for 5 days, so was around thousands and thousands of people
But you
at
didn't
that
get
time.
sick at all that time.
Did not feel a thing. Now, I did say, so it was the gentleman, and she said, no, it was the woman. I'm like, oh, we had the gentleman. Because there were 2 buses running at that same
It's very
time. It
possible
was
you
a
were
man
on
and
the other
woman.
bus,
The
yeah.
woman had it, but I bet you everyone else on the other bus could have
They
had
probably
it. Who
just
knows?
called everybody who was there that day and didn't look.
Right. But I think it was also around that time period too, or whoever
Yeah.
could have possibly had her. But I was, who knows? I could have gotten it, and I could be asymptomatic. I don't know. That's the thing. So, all right, is it time to call it quits?
I think so. Let's not drag these people.
I think
out unless they-
I think we had a good run with everyone. Thank you
I
all for
needed
joining.
that ride. That was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's something cool that we can do whenever we do these shows, is just do like a virtual ride through.
I agree.
My goal right now with the channel is letting everyone be able to escape from reality. And I mean, that's what I try and do all the time. But right now it's more important to try and escape from reality. Just like Walt did with Disneyland, let's do it with this channel. Let's get you away from reality for a little bit. But thank you for coming on here, John.
Thank you. We'll do it again next week.
We'll do it probably same time next week. Who knows?
Fridays at 8 seems good.
We'll keep everyone updated whenever we do these. So, all right.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And I'm going to hit end. Okay. I haven't done this, so.
That's all right. Take some time to go off. You have to.
Right.
Da 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 da.